In Nigeria, the National Orientation Agency is asking communities living close to the River Niger in Delta to relocate to safer places as the river continues to rise due to the release of water from the Lagdo Dam. Director of Planning, Research and Strategy, Nuru Kobi, visited Oko Amakom community in Oshimili South local government area where he warned of imminent flood. Iken Amechi has the details.
More than 10 days ago, the Cameroonian government began the release of excess water from the Lagdo Dam, causing increase in the volume of water of River Benue, which may likely lead to flooding of the areas close to reeds. According to the Nigerian Hydrological Services Agency, 11 states will be impacted. Officials of the National Orientation Agency, in continuation of its sensitization efforts, are here in Oko community to ask them to relocate immediately.
We want to make sure that our people are aware that there is likely going to be flooding and they are in state of preparedness. Those who are living within the riverbank should quickly move to the highland areas, and many of them, you see, are farmers. They have already cultivated their farm, they have put their yams, so they should get prepared to pack them on a safer side so that there will be no catastrophe that will go away with the lives of the community members as well as their food reserve, so that we will not have food shortage in the country. So we are preparing them now. You have heard from them. We are happy that wherever we go, they welcome and promise that they are going to pass the message.
Earlier the better. Don't wait till the flood has overwhelmed you before you now start packing out. This is the time to move. NEMA has given the signals, and we are telling the people that they should move from these areas that they will be affected by the flood.
For the community leaders, it is a welcome development as they promise to adhere to the warning. They also promise to inform other members of the community of the impending flood to avoid losses.
The elders and the youth will help to canvass this information to others so that we know what is coming. Because if we do not advise them, bad thing will happen and the people are going to incur some damages. So that is the reason our people, the youth, will help to go and tell people that live in other communities and camps for them to get prepared.
Certainly, this precautionary measure will help reduce the negative impact of the flood. Iken Amechi, TVC News, Oko, Delta State.
The Joint National Congress has called on governments and relative stakeholders to be proactive on disaster management, especially flooding, which has sacked a lot of residents where Ijaw people live in most parts of the country. They made this appeal at the inauguration of new set of leaders for the Lagos chapter of the Congress held in Rilegomo. The leadership of the Congress raised concerns of marginalization, which has been an issue for years, as a call for inclusion at both the federal and state government, while insisting on addressing human capacity developmental issues to solve the problems of the Ijaw people.
Coming together to ensure that we fight for the rights and for the welfare of our people. Currently, as I speak with you, our people in Lagos, those of them that are living in those Makoko area and what have you, they have been dislodged from that place, and we are finding it very difficult to, bring them together in order for them to have a fresh and new livelihood. So these are some of the challenges that we are having.
It is now we are fully marginalized, despite providing the resources that manage this country. So we're not treated well, and we continue to resist on this until we get the right thing done.
As we speak now, the flood is threatening us. As we speak right now, we are talking of economy, it is going bad, and so many other things. The flood is just there and is threatening our people. We don't have good drainage, we don't have the money to do it, and so many other things. For a people that have it all to take care of themselves, we cannot take care of ourselves. What we have is being taken away every day, every minute, and we keep on crying.
We need to intensify on development projects to alleviate the suffering of the people. Environmental needs are there. human capacity building inside there. These are the things that the government would do to the region to foster peace. And that peace would facilitate development not only to the Niger Delta, but to Nigeria in general.
The government of Enugu State has begun the process of transitioning from petrol to compressed natural gas vehicles in order to reduce the cost of transportation for the people of the state. This formed part of resolutions reached at the Executive Council meeting presided over by Governor Peter Mba. The State Commissioner for Transport, Obi Ozora, acknowledged that the energy switch decision will cushion the effect of the fuel price hike and the state economy. He also announced plans to procure buses to support the initiative, urging the private sector to invest in the transportation sector. Secretary to the state government, Professor Chidebere Onya, made public plans by government to create a Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources that will be saddled with the responsibility of handling state engagement in energy and mineral resources.
The government is also doing on its part to invest more in buying buses and also supporting the private sector to invest in the transportation space in the state. And all these are geared towards bringing safe, affordable and sustainable transportation system. When you are going through Ugwuonyama, you will see that there is a massive construction going on that hill on your right hand side, and that is the CNG mother station that will serve the entire southeast.
The government had decided at the end of ESCO today to now create this ministry, and this ministry will take effect, and most of their role, the mandate includes oversight of most of our investment opportunities within the solid mineral space, and also to help catalyze investments in the energy space, renewable energy space, and also in our coal to power space.
And to address the growing exodus of healthcare workers in Nigeria and enhance professionalism, government at all levels must prioritize investment in better welfare and remuneration. This was the basis of a discussion by health and legal experts at a forum in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Senior reporter Olaido Iwole has more in this report.
Nigeria's healthcare system faces numerous challenges that hinder its ability to provide quality healthcare services to its citizens. It is against this backdrop that medical experts at this forum believe that these challenges have led to a rise in medical legal issues among healthcare workers and patients in Nigeria. The event, organized by the Medical and Dental Consultants Association of Nigeria, aims to suggest solutions to the issues that lead to litigations between patients and healthcare workers.
We will get increasing reports, not just in usage, but all over the country of a lot of litigations due to either medical error, negligence, at times even unfounded reasons. So because of that, we try to take this case, knowing very much that the current health terrain, the landscape of health practice currently can make the healthcare worker, they can make them vulnerable because of the fact that many of them are under pressure.
Meanwhile, keynote speaker identified an increase in cases of negligence, safety concerns, brain drain, and other factors as catalysts for the growing concern of litigations between patients and healthcare workers. In the case of brain drain, the legal expert believes most cases of litigations are caused by the shortage of health workers, which must be addressed through improvement in their welfare.
We may not have a perfect system, it's not likely, but we should have a workable system that will benefit everybody, our health system. So in terms of brain drain, one of the key things I think is about remuneration. Our healthcare workers are poorly remunerated compared to what obtains elsewhere.
Stakeholders at this forum believe that to stem the tide of medical legal issues, Nigeria's healthcare sector urgently requires systemic reforms to enhance healthcare delivery and foster a more harmonious relationship between healthcare workers